What is up, everybody? I hope you all are having a fabulous Easter and hopefully spending today with your family and not watching this video. I do apologize that I'm doing this video today. It's definitely not what I wanted to do at all, especially today of all days, considering my family, if you guys don't know, is very Catholic. They're very religious. Easter is an extremely important day in our religion, and this is not what I wanted to do today, but I kind of feel like my hands are tied and very much forced, and you guys will hear why and understand here in a minute. But I do, again, just want to apologize, and also to my subscribers, this will be my last video in reference to Mandy or this entire situation. So if you're not here for the Mandy stuff, please definitely exit out. This is not a video for you, and I will have something uploaded for you guys later to show my appreciation and thanks. I do have something special for you because you guys have been absolutely amazing throughout this entire thing, and this wasn't your choice. Obviously, it was mine. So I do want to show you guys my appreciation and thanks for all of that. All right. Let's get into the video. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I do have notes. I didn't really prepare a statement, but I do just not want to lose my place and that kind of thing. I told everyone from day one that I would be completely honest and transparent about this entire Mandy situation, that I would give everything that I have to helping her and making sure that she had the help that she needed and the resources. And then I would also look into all of these claims, and no matter what the verdict was, no matter what was found one way or the other, whether it was for or against Mandy, that I would be transparent and put that information out there. I at no point ever said how I was going to put that information out there, whether I was going to respond to a comment or put it in a video. So, the fact of the matter is, you guys know that have been here, I don't have the abilities to drop videos at the drop of a hat. I don't have that ability to, as soon as something happens and an update happens with Mandy, make a video. If I had that ability, I would still do spoiler videos. But because of my life and everything that goes on in our lives here personally, I just don't have that ability. So I have to do weekly updates, and in between those times, let people know via comments. And if somebody is not being a troll or being disrespectful in the comments and they're asking true, sincere questions, there should be no reason that I can't answer them or give them information that may not be in a video. During the last month, while helping Mandy, and because I was helping Mandy, I have lost time with my son, my daughter, my stepson. Friends of mine have gotten extremely upset with me because of all of this. I've lost out on sponsorships, which I've showed you guys. I actually haven't even responded to any brand's emails at all of this month, at all, not one. I've received several, and I have not had time to sit and respond to any of them because I have spent all of my time and effort in all of this, which Tyra knew, as well as she knew that this week my fiance got in trouble at his job. I'm not getting into it, but he was suspended. So we were dealing with things in our personal lives while all this was going on. And Tyra knew about all of that. Mandy knew about all of that. And I truly feel like neither one of them really cared about that. And I'm not saying this to you guys because I want pity, because I don't. That's not it. I'm just telling you that I have given this my everything that I have to help Mandy and help Tyra help Mandy. And I feel like I have gone way above and beyond. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to blame anyone because these were my choices to choose to help Mandy, to choose to help Tyra. I gave her my word when I went there. And as I've said many times, I'm going to be a woman of my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I said, if Mandy really does need help, then let's wash the surface and give her whatever help we can give her and give her every chance that we possibly can. So I chose to do that. And I am also choosing now to step away from this situation. So you guys are hearing this first and foremost from me, the horse's mouth. I am stepping away from this situation. And I'm going to get into why and everything else here in just a second. But I'm telling you guys right now, I have given this my everything. And you can ask anyone that has been working with me behind the scenes. Those are facts, flat out. I have given Mandy everything I have and then more. I have never once asked for donations in Mandy's name. And even at some points throughout all of this, I've even said to hold off and don't donate because there were things that were not adding up. And Tyra knew this. Yes, Tyra didn't have a phone for a week and a half while all this, was going on. This recent stuff was going on with Mandy. But she did have a phone as of Wednesday. And as of Wednesday, while I was dealing with all of my family's personal issues, which I did tell her, she chose to come at me via text, getting upset with me. This was this past Wednesday because someone knew and stated in her comments that they knew that Mandy had disappeared for 9 days. And in her mind, and what she stated to me, that was gossiping about Mandy. That's false. I'm sorry, but that's false. I literally sent her a copy of the definition of gossip. I said, it is not unconfirmed truth. This is truth. It is confirmed. You do know that Mandy disappeared for 9 days. And me sitting here saying that Mandy stayed in constant contact with me would be a complete and utter lie because everyone knows that she didn't have a phone for 5 days. So I cannot lie to someone about something like that. Like, I just can't do it, and I won't do it. So I went on during that message thread and explained to Tyra that it was not gossip because it was confirmed and true. I told her then that people had asked questions. I told everyone I would be transparent, and if they weren't behaving as a troll, I would answer them. I also explained that she knows, along with everyone else, that I don't have the time to make videos on the fly like her and Radiant Britt and things like that. I just don't have that ability. And she knows that, which is why I've been doing the weekly updates, as I already stated, and answering just as many questions as I can in between that time. I told her everything, you guys. I told her everything that day. Everything that had been going on. I told her about the comments. She knew that I had replied to comments. She knew there were comment threads. She knew everything that was going on with Mandy. She was not blindsided. Her stating that she was completely blindsided by all of this information is false. I'm sorry, but it is. It is not false. I never led her to believe anything otherwise. I have kept her in the loop this entire time. Even when her phone was off, I DM'd her and I told her about the whole license thing and how she lied about that. Like, I don't really know what else to do, I feel like. I am not going to show Tyra's messages to me because I don't have her permission, but I am going to show you all my messages, my text messages that I sent to Tyra on Wednesday. And here's the beginning of it. Here's the other part. I mean, it was a whole entire thread, and I let her know everything that was going on. No, I'm sorry, this is not gossip. Like, she hasn't been in contact with me. Like, this is what is going on. She knew very much of the situation as of Wednesday, and she knew that there were comments. On Friday, the day that Britt made her video, Tyra messaged me and sent me a link to Britt's video and said exclusive. And I told her, yes, I already know about it because somebody had literally just mentioned it in my comments and I was literally on YouTube looking for it. So the second Tyra sent me the link, I just went ahead and clicked on it and I started watching it. Literally, as I'm watching it, I'm keep having to X out of it because Tyra is messaging me. And I told her that I did not say those things, and i.e. those things being the things that people were stating in my comment section, which was that I was going to pull out and send back all the donations and that I was already done with the situation, because that is not what I stated in that comment. You guys saw the comment. Britt read it out. That's not what I said. I did not say that I was going to give the donations back as of yet. I did say, I hope it doesn't come to that, but if it does come to that, I will do that. But I never said that I was already at that point. That was never stated. That was her interpretation, and that was Britt reading things and putting it in a context for her viewers. And I knew that someone had just sent her a section of the entire conversation after watching the video. And Britt's already stated in her video and said, yes, it was just a section of a conversation. It was an entire conversation. So I have never led Tyra to believe anything other than that. And I'm going to show you guys again my messages to her exactly what I said to Tira as this conversation was going on. As I'm watching Britt's video, I said, she goes, no, it looked like one huge paragraph. I said, that's what I'm saying. It was several huge paragraphs. It was an entire thread of paragraphs between myself and this girl. And then I say the girl's name. And then, you know, she says that that person may have very well been Britt, I think is what she meant. I don't know. Again, I'm not going to show her text messages. But either way, I told her that it was an entire thread. I did not lead her to believe that the text messages or the comments were bogus. I never said that. I also told her, and again, you can see the timestamp on this. This was before I did my video or live. I told her that I sent Britt an email and that I challenged her. And I said, let's see what she does. I'm about to expose her true intentions because I'm over all of this. Because I really am. It's a lot of he said, she said. And I literally said, I don't get down with those games. She took a piece of an entire conversation and showed what she wanted to spin her narrative. She literally has people sitting in my comments right now, taking screenshots of any and every comment I make and then responding to them in her comment section. I am not an F in high school. And that is what was going on. Britt, literally, I'm getting sent screenshots of Britt's comment section. Britt's getting screenshots of my comment section. That is why I emailed Britt, because I am not down with the he said, she said. I'm not going to reply via comment sections. Like, you can come over to my comment section and have a conversation or whatever, but I'm not going to do that. Like, that's just ridiculous. So that is what I said. And then I said, and once again, instead of Britt just asking me what the F is going on and getting the exclusive, she's just taking and running with hearsay. I am so over this blank showing contest. I'm going to do a video today and shut it all down because I'm effing over it. And then that is when she says something about shutting someone down. And I said, and she obviously didn't have the entire comment thread and it was an entire thread of comments. So again, I never led her to believe that it was anything but an entire thread of comments. I never said it was bogus. I never said it was bogus. And Tira knew exactly what was going on. And again, for those people trying to claim that I'm being two-faced, no, I'm sorry, but I'm not. I literally told her flat out, as you saw, that I was going to email Radiant Britt and figure out what her true intentions really are. And I told you guys that in my video. So I never withheld that from anyone. I didn't say this about this person and go to this person. No, I said to everyone, I'm going to email Radiant Britt to figure out what her intentions are, because I'm going to be completely honest at this point, and when I sent her that email, I do not believe that her intentions are in anyone's best interest but her own. And that's my opinion. That may be true. That may not be true. I don't know. That is my opinion based on her actions and things that she has done in the last 48 hours that I have just dealt with her. Now, in saying that, I'm also going to say at this point in time that I don't feel like Tira's intentions are really 100% either. I feel like very much she is playing both sides with Mandy, with myself, with her subscribers, with everyone. And I don't think that is fair or right either. I think this has very much become a vendetta between Tira and Radiant Britt. And again, I could be completely wrong, but that is very much how this feels right now. This very much feels like it is both of them trying to be right or wrong, rather than let's just help Mandy. And okay, so now she's not wanting the help. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want to do it. Okay, let's move on. Like, holy cow, you know, let's move on. And I also want to say that I believe that basically Mandy's been dragged into a hatred nonsense battle between YouTubers. And again, maybe I'm wrong, but it sure seems that way. And both of their actions and how they're speaking to me at this point in time, and it's not going to help Mandy. It's not going to help anyone. It's dragging subscribers into it. And let me just also say, and I stand by this 100%, the fact that I think the subscribers are partially to blame here. And I'm not saying necessarily you guys watching this, but I have for sure pinpointed a trio that has very much been playing sides too. 1 minute they want to help Mandy, the next minute they're over here talking crap and trying to take her down. Like, there is very much of that going on right now. And I think Mandy really just needs to not have anything to do with any of these people. And she needs to go get a counselor, maybe talk to that life coach that I sent her, maybe a social worker or something like that to help get her out of that situation and that she can trust and hopefully be honest with, because no one is going to be able to help Mandy if she's not honest with them. Tyra, I'm sorry, but I very much feel like you're playing both sides of the fence right now, and I don't like it and I don't appreciate it. You know, you're trying to claim that I was doing this to Mandy. Tyra sent me a message last night and said that I made this bed and that I'm doing this to Mandy. And I don't feel like that's fair at all, because just as of Wednesday, Tyra was sticking up for me and telling me that I need to pull the plug on Mandy. And that if Mandy didn't show me her PayPal account and didn't show it to everyone, that we needed to walk away, and how it was very disrespectful for Mandy to do the things that she has done to me and other people, and Brooke with the van and things like that, and that, you know, you're not going to tolerate this. But then once I put the video out, and I feel like because Radiant Britt put the information out first, you're upset. Like, that's really how this is coming off to me. And again, maybe I'm wrong, but that's very much of what is coming off. And in this message that Tyra had sent me last night, she said that Mandy called her and no longer wants my help. And that's fine. I definitely don't have a problem with that at this point at all. However, I find it really weird and interesting that Mandy has not been able to make a phone call this entire month. Not to me, not to Tyra, not to make calls for appointments for Section 8 housing or for this income-based housing. She's asked me to make these calls for her because she doesn't have phone service and she doesn't have the ability to make these calls. She's also, on a number of occasions, promised me that she was going to call me to discuss certain things with me, and never did call me because she didn't have the ability to make this phone call. But now all of a sudden, she has the ability to make a phone call. I find that very, very interesting, to say the least. And that in this phone call, she told Tyra to tell me that she doesn't want me to help her anymore. I kind of agree with Radiant Britt in all of this, and saying that I feel like Mandy has her own voice. And I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, Tyra, what did you say? You said that you didn't like how Mandy emailed you to tell me she was okay, when she could have just emailed me herself. You thought that was wrong and you didn't want to be someone's messenger. But now here you are being her messenger. Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. It's like, again, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. You can't play both sides of this coin here. And I also don't think or believe for 1 minute, and again, I could be completely wrong here, but I don't think that if Mandy did talk to Tyra last night, that I'm sure Tyra didn't tell her all the things that she's been telling me over the last, Wednesday and 2 weeks ago about Mandy being disrespectful and how she needs to stay in contact with me at least a little bit. I'm not saying she has to contact me every day, but at least let me know, hey, I did this, I didn't do this, I could do this, and be honest with me about the entire license situation. And I also want to address really quickly, because somebody said in my comments that I, doxed Mandy or put her information out there. It was private information about her license. No. Okay, that was public information. And I feel like if I would have lied about it and lied for Mandy and continued on and been like, oh yeah, she can get her license. Yeah, let's get this van out here. People would have found out, and then they're going to call me out on it. And that's not fair to me. That's not fair to ask me or expect me to lie for them. Everyone knew that we had this van for Mandy. Everyone knew that Mandy had these charges, the driving on suspensions and stuff. We all knew about him, and I would have happily helped her with him. As I said that I would. She can get a reduction in them. Like, she can actually apply for a reduction for those fines. And I told her how to do that. And I would have told her that had she been honest and told me that from the get-go. And I literally gave Mandy the chance to tell me. I asked her flat out. I said, Mandy, do you have any holds on your license because of the three driving on suspensions? And she never responded to me to that question. She never responded to that question. And then she continued on and played it along like she was going there to get her temps. And then I found out she didn't get her temps, and the story she gave me didn't align. So then Michelle and I had to spend all of this time and effort searching for the actual truth. And then I had to hit her with it. And then I can't lie to everyone else and not tell them because everyone knows about this van. Everyone already knew about the driving on suspensions and everything else. So there is zero reason for me to withhold that information from anybody. And again, if I do withhold that information, then I am not being 100% transparent and honest and being unbiased, as I have stated this entire time that I am going to be. I told Mandy many times throughout all of this that people are not going to be happy until she gets out of this situation. They're going to keep coming for her. They're going to keep looking for things. They're going to keep looking for inconsistencies and lies and everything else. And they're just going to keep coming. As long as all of this is now on public view, because Mandy chose to put this out there on the public. And let's be honest here. She did. She chose to put her personal information and what is going on in her personal life out there for everyone to see and say, I need help. We then went there to help her. And she can't say, well, I don't want to tell you this and this. You know, the fact is there is a number of things that Mandy has told me that I have not put in videos because she was honest with me and she did tell me in confidence. So please don't think that I'm just putting out any kind of information I can about Mandy, because that is very, very far from true. I have not said a lot of things, because it's personal, it's confidential, and she told me in confidence, and she told me the truth. I have no reason to put it out there. It has really nothing to do with any of this, but the license does. I think at the end of the day, Mandy needs to speak on all of this. I think she just needs to be transparent and honest and upfront and address all of these things, the things that Radiant Britt read in her email, everything. But again, I can't make Mandy do that. No one else can make Mandy do that. We tried. We gave it our best shot. That's all I can say at this point. Now, as far as Radiant Britt goes, as you guys know, to avoid the situation and the he said, she said, and to see what Radiant Britt's true intentions really were, I emailed her. I didn't hide this from anyone, not Tira, not you guys, not anyone. Now, I also did not read aloud my email to anyone because I had not talked to her yet. I did not have permission to release these emails because emails are private. They're emails. Like, if I just wanted to talk to her out in the public for everyone to see and I thought she was going to answer me honestly and all of that, then I would have just reached out in her comment section. But emails are a little bit more of a private setting, and they're protected because they are private. Now, I understand that Radiant Britt feels like she needs to be transparent with everyone, with everything. But again, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't play both sides of the coin. If you're going to be transparent with one, you have to be transparent with all. And the fact is, when you're reporting on something or you're getting an interview from someone, the right thing to do, and in being completely transparent, is to ask the person who you are getting the information from, or even let them know, this is what I'm going to do. I will be reading these emails out loud for all to see and hear. So, you know, I'm just letting you know, I'm being transparent with you. You're being transparent with me. I'm going to be transparent with you. I told her at the end of the email that I sent to her, no more games, no more screenshots, no more he said, she said. I told her at the end of the second email that I wrote her to not share my emails. Now, in all fairness, when I sent her the second email, that was literally when her video was up, like as it was going up, because she literally wrote the email, and I don't know if she sent it before or after she uploaded her video, but basically I didn't see her video because it was around the same time. I didn't see her video until after I had responded. So the times were very close. So I kind of feel like that's a little bit of entrapment, if I do say so myself. But I mean, again, this is my opinion. I feel like it's, again, violating someone's privacy, because at the end of the day, if she was going to read the emails out loud, that's fine. But that should have been the very first sentence. You know, it's just like if you record someone's conversation, you can't just record it without their permission. You have to say, by the way, this conversation is being recorded. it's the same thing, because emails are not public. They're not public knowledge. They do not, you can't access them publicly. You have to have a password to access those emails. So to release my emails that I send to you, again, it's not public knowledge. It's private information. And you need to let the person know, this is my intentions with this private information that you're giving me. Because if I would have known that you were going to read them out loud, I would not have put in those emails things about my son, things about my mom, and other people's private information. And I really feel like it's very unfair for you to release that information without permission. Again, that's my opinion. Now, with that being said, there's really nothing in that email that I haven't already addressed in this video, but I will go skim through it very quickly with you guys and what I sent Radiant Britt, minus the things that people don't really need to know, like, you know, my son's business and my mom's business. If she wants to go ahead and read the email anyway against my wishes, again, I don't really feel like that's being truly fair and truly transparent, because you never at all gave me an inkling of a clue that that is what you were going to do. You never stated that in your email. So, you know, fair is fair. You know, if you're going to be transparent with one, you need to be transparent with all. The other thing is, after this video, I'm done with this situation. So there's really no reason for me and Radiant Britt to continue on. As I've said, I wish her the best. I don't have anything against her. I don't agree with how she goes about doing things and the tactics she uses. This is an example of that, and this is why I say I don't feel like her intentions are really true and 100%. I don't feel like Tyra's intentions are true and 100%, but again, these are my opinions. But I will scroll through the email just very quickly and kind of go over it with you guys if you're interested in it. If you're not, I'll put some timestamps down below for you guys. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't have anything to hide. If Radiant Britt wants to confirm what I went over in this video is essentially pretty much the same thing that I said in the email to her, she can do that. That way she can keep her transparency as well as protect and not violate someone's privacy. I don't have a problem with her doing that. As I said, no more screenshots, no games, I'm not doing it. I'm an adult. I don't have time for this. Okay. This is what I said in my email. Britt, as I've said many times now, both in last night's video, in previous videos, and to subscribers personally, and also in my comments, I am not going to answer for what Tyra has done, said, videos she has made, because I don't agree with her behavior, her thoughts, and opinions, and I've told her that on multiple occasions. Now, she can play stupid all she wants. And let me say this. I'm not saying that Tyra is stupid, because she's not. I'm saying she's pretending like she is. And the reason why is because she knows what we've talked about. You know what we've talked about. I mean, come on now. And I said, for instance, we just got into it the other day when I watched the Bambi's Rambles video and heard she had said something about your teeth. After what I have been through in my life, and you guys know, and my teeth, I do not and I will not get down with that. So as I've told someone else, it's not fair to hold me accountable for Tyra or anyone else's actions and or viewpoints, because they are not my own. I can and will only take responsibility for my own. This is true. I'm sorry, it's true. I'm not gonna answer for Tyra. We're not best friends. She's not my co-counsel. It ain't like that. It never has been like that. At the end of the day, and as I've said from the beginning, Tyra and I are not friends. I have said that. I've said that in my video. So again, everything that I'm saying to her in these emails are things that everybody else already knows and that I've put in videos or said. Otherwise, we've never been friends. The only times we have talked prior to this whole Mandy situation was when she did a video about me and Anne. Everybody knows that. The only time we've talked during the whole situation with Mandy has mainly been arguing because we don't agree on many things. Now, I'm not saying that we've argued this entire time, but it's been a lot, you guys. It's been a lot, you know, because we don't agree on a lot of things, which is why it was quite aggravating when everyone thought we were in cahoots, because it couldn't be further from the truth. This is all about to be proved even further because Tyra is pissed off at me right now for being honest and doing exactly what I said I was going to do by attempting to help Mandy, but also in finding the truth and putting it out there, whatever that may be. And I said that in multiple videos, many, many times. She thinks by writing that comment that I gossiped about Mandy because I didn't put it in a video first. The fact is, she knew Mandy ghosted me for 9 days herself when it happened because Mandy emailed Tyra to tell me she was okay. Like I said, I've already talked about all this with you guys. So her acting like I misled her to thinking the comments were bogus is straight up BS. I've already showed you guys the text messages. I told her then, and she knows darn well, I do not have the ability in my current life to sit and film. Okay, I've already went over all that with you guys, and then there's a part there about my son. Tyra also knew about all the other stuff going on before I did that video yesterday, so her saying that she was shocked to hear it is just baloney. I told her days ago, the same day she went off on me for writing the comments and quote-unquote gossiping, as she says. And she knew I had a video planned for this. I said Sunday, but it was actually for this weekend. I think I would have thought about it because obviously Sunday, as I've said, it's a holy holiday for us. So, you know, I wouldn't have done it on Sunday. I probably would have put it off on Monday. But either way, she knew I had a video planned, okay, is my point. And she knew in this video I was going to talk about the license, the 9 days, other things that I wanted to visit with Mandy first, and question her about some things, as well as find out about the dogs and some others. And now, because of Tyra not being honest with her subscribers and playing like she knew nothing and being unconcucious in Janice's face, those same individuals who attacked you are now attacking me, all because I was honest and did what I promised I would do. So as far as Tyra goes, I wish I could help you there, but you can't talk logic to a person that won't understand or doesn't understand it and wants to play both sides of the fence. On the phone and in text, she's telling me that Mandy needs to have respect for me and what I'm trying to do for her. And now to Mandy, she is saying something else apparently. And as I've said to everyone, I'm not here for the high school he said, she said, or two-faced games, because I'm not. As for the dogs and cats, this is really important because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about this. I never once said at any point, and you guys know this, that I've talked with in the comments, I've talked with personally, and I've even said on many occasions to many people that I don't think she should have those animals. I don't think she should have those animals. I really don't. Any of them. She can't take care of herself properly, her boys, so how could she take care of animals? I get that they soothe her and give her comfort, but, and I do, I understand that. Like, look, we have Gizmo. We've had him for 11 years. When Cadence and I lost everything, Gizmo is all Cadence had. But the fact is, I was not in a good place and could not care for him. So I asked someone else to care for Gizmo because that was the best thing in his interest. And that is really how I feel about the situation. And I've tried very hard, again, to be unbiased in this situation and not put my opinions in it and how I feel and what I think is best for her. But ultimately, that is how I feel and that is what I think. And I do think that until she gets on her feet, that she needs to kind of do the same thing and let someone else care for these pets so that they are taken care of properly. And that way she doesn't have to worry about spending money on them, food on them, taking care of them, getting them vaccinated if something happens to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that way she has less stress on her plate. So it's not anything mean against Mandy, and I understand completely because my daughter, she would have lost it if I got rid of Gizmo completely, which is why I didn't. I just asked a friend to keep an eye on him and help me out with him while we got a new apartment. And once we got our new apartment, we moved Gizmo in and we've had him, you know, the entire time since. So I don't think it's unfair for Mandy to do that. And I think it's actually would be better in her case to do that. And the animals don't deserve that life and neither do her boys. But she won't take them without her releasing. And I'm saying they as in the sheriffs and all that. The animal control people, they're not going to take them because according to the standards of the law, there are no signs of animal cruelty. Signs of animal cruelty are like, they're not emaciated. There's no like, you know, marks on them where like, say the dog's been, you know, in a fighting ring or something like that, or they've been beaten or abused physically, or they're not being fed, they do have plenty of food, they do have plenty of water, they do have, you know, nice beds and all of that. So on the outside appearing in, the sheriffs and everybody, they can only, you know, do what they can physically see. If they don't physically see any signs of abuse, then they can't take the animals. The shelter and the deputies, they cannot, you know, obviously scan the animal's brain and see if there's damage because of kerosene. Like, there's no way to physically prove that. So they can't take the dogs for animal cruelty based on those claims. Like, I understand where everyone's concern is, but as I said in, you know, the video that I sort of addressed all of that, or addressed it a little bit, it is getting warmer here. So for those people that are concerned with that, do take heart in knowing that it is becoming spring here. Like, yeah, there might be a cold day here, a cold day there, but it's like this the rest of this week. I think the next 6 or 7 days is supposed to be in the 60s and 70s. So it is getting warmer here. The one thing that I am concerned with, though, obviously, is it does get very, very hot here in the summer, and sheds are a lot hotter. So hopefully she does create some kind of shelter or shaded area outside for them, and make sure that she gives them plenty of water. Now, of course, dogs, you know, they're descendants from wolves, so they can live outside, but they do need proper shed and proper ways to cool down, like water and hay and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm concerned with at this point, really, is the summer. What's to come in the future if she doesn't get out of that situation. Now, as I've said many times, Mandy is an adult, and I can't tell her what she can or cannot do. I can't. Also, I'm not joking when I said this, or being over the top in a lease. When I walked into the woman's house who owned and gave the dog to Mandy, the one dog that she currently has, I can promise you that it didn't have a much better life with her. In my opinion, no animal should live anywhere down there in the bottoms. Nowhere. No animal should. No people should. No animals should. Not in any of the houses that I visited, with the exception of one. Most dogs are on huge, heavy chains around their necks, staked in the front yard. People's houses look like something straight out of Hoarders. And again, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. There are a lot of strays running around. It's just not a place for anyone or any animal to live, quite frankly. But since Mandy won't give these animals up voluntarily, the only way that I can help the animals is by helping Mandy. As for if they're current on vaccines or up to date on all of that, as they should be, I would say more than likely not, considering I know that their human companions are not up to date on their medical needs either. Although I do know the dog was given worm medication a while back after it was born, but this is according to the lady that owned him prior. I could also be wrong with this. You know, they could be up to date on shots and I just don't know it. And maybe the shelter just went out there. Again, this is purely my assumption. And I say this in the email. So yeah, this is purely my assumption based on what I've seen and know currently of the situation. Now, I do know the lady from one of the shelters did offer to help Mandy with the animals and their care. But as with everything else, that's up to Mandy to follow up with. As far as the deputy going there, there was several reports made and a deputy did in fact go there. This, I do know that for sure because I've seen the emails between one of the people, I've actually two of the people that sent the emails. I have the emails, you guys. So they were reported. And by the way, I did ask her who was behind making these calls and sending these emails. And she did tell me that Britt was behind it. However, in saying that, I will also say that I also found out that this was not true, which is why I didn't address any of this in my video because, again, I'm not going to take hearsay. I'm going to find out what's really going on. And that's probably where Mandy got it from. And that I found out that the girl who told me that Britt did it was, in fact, the one who did. And it's a subscriber. I don't know if it's a subscriber of mine or Britt's or maybe nobody's. I don't know, but it's one of the subscribers, the trio who has a hard on for Mandy. And she had asked others to call as well, which is why I said there's people playing games and playing both sides in all this. This I do know for sure and have plenty of evidence of. So, you know, Tira is not wrong and and everybody's not wrong in thinking that there are a few haters and there are a few individuals that are after Mandy. That is in fact true, but I do agree with Britt and what she said in the fact that a majority of the people are just concerned and they just want to help Mandy, and they wanted to just help Mandy, and everybody honestly has been really super helpful and super kind in making sure, in asking, do you need this resource? Let me help you with this. Let me make this call. Let me do this. Like, everybody has been super, uber helpful. And, you know, it's just, again, we can lead a horse to water. We can't make them drink. I said the center, as well as emails between another and Shawnee. Shawnee is one of the animal shelters, the one that went out there the next morning. So the deputy went out and then Shawnee went out the next morning. And that's who offered to help Mandy. They said that they don't give reports or make them unless something is found. And it's basically considered a well checkup on the people and the animals. This is hard to do, you guys, to differentiate. But you know what I'm saying? Basically, it was a well checkup that was done on them, and, you know, a look into animal cruelty. They didn't find anything, so they don't write a report if there's nothing found. Now, as far as the Department of Health stuff, according to Mandy, the Department of Health has been there multiple times. She has had a warning that she can't stay there unless they get running water, etc. I think she addressed this in a video, but I'm not for sure. But again, I don't know how true any of this is. If it is true, I'm not sure how long she has left there before something is done. But according to Mandy, it's not long, which is why I was trying to get a hold of Habitat for Humanity, but they said they can't do anything because of the reasons I explained. I do know the police do random warrant and drug sweep searches in the bottoms quite often. And I know this for sure, you guys. Like, this is according to the policeman that I spoke with during my first visit about that area. And also other neighbors have confirmed, and literally Mandy like messaged me right after they did one. So like, I've had confirmations from several different people besides Mandy, that they do sweeps down there. Because the boys and Mandy are over 18 though, they can't remove them from the premises without a court order. And they said it's basically a civil matter until someone from social services gets involved and obtains one. Now, I do know the dad and mom own the property, and once Mandy's mom passes, she won't be able to stay there anymore because the dad will have her removed. Now, I'm guessing, I don't know this, but I'm guessing that Mandy and her dad don't get along, but I'm not for sure because Mandy wouldn't really talk about it. You know what I mean? I do know her parents have already been contacted by other people. They've refused to comment or talk to anyone about Mandy and that situation. They do know she is there. The dad can at any time evict her from the property and have her forcibly removed. The dad or mom, either or. But of course, he has to go through civil processes to do that, or press trespassing on Mandy. So I don't know what's going to happen there because most parents don't want to press charges on their kids, I'm guessing. I don't know, again. But I would be more than happy to look into it further or get whatever you need. Again, I'm kind of done with this situation at this point. So I don't think, you know, there's really any reason to look into this. And when I wrote this email, it was before I made my decision to step away last night. After talking to everybody, I'm like, I'm done. I'm kind of done at this point. And I hope you guys can understand. As for Mandy's AdSense, I did see the hold on her account in email they sent back on the 4th, March 4th, the day that I went there. She did show me a message and all of that. There was a hold on her account. I don't think that it's for what she said it was. I think that she just changed accounts. Like, instead of having it put into this account, she had it put into this account, and automatically they just held it for a manual review because that is their policy. But again, I don't know why the hold was on there. It didn't state that. It just said that there was a hold, and I don't know what's going on with it right now. I asked her to show her PayPal. Tyra agreed she should show it. Mandy has refused. Hopefully she does show it to everyone. I think it would clear a lot of this up, as I said in my last video. I also wanted to compare some of the donations because I've had 3 donations sent to me that were sent within, I'm saying days, like a day of each other, that added up to over $700 that she got back in August. And she got this the day after she got her 3-day notice. And Tira knows about this too. I told her about this too. So why didn't she pay the rent with that? Or why didn't she take that money and use it elsewhere to get a new place? Like, I don't understand. That's $700. Why didn't you take that and use it? So I wanted to compare and see if she truly got this money, because the receipt looks very legit. And the person that it comes from is somebody that I trust. I mean, she's been a subscriber of mine for a while. She doesn't have any reason to lie. And she didn't send it to me to even tell anybody about it, which is why I really haven't, because she said she gave it to Mandy. She knew that, you know, Mandy was going to do with whatever with it. She just hoped that it would help her, and that was it. So either way, I wanted to confirm that Mandy did in fact get that and find out from Mandy what she did with that money. I also wanted to look at her account because, you know, I also had some other things, some other donations that look very fake. So those ones, the $700 one looked real, had other ones that look fake. I've already found 3 fake ones for sure that I know are fake. So I wanted to look at her PayPal. That's why I wanted to look. And now I guess neither Mandy or Tyra thinks that she should have to show it. So, and I literally put the so little emoji with the hands because I don't know. At this moment, my time helping Mandy may be at a close. I am waiting on confirmation, however, so I'm not for sure and therefore don't want to say definitively one way or the other. Let me go ahead and say right now, definitively, I am out. I'm done. I can't do any more, you guys. I really can't. If and when it does, though, I will be sure to let everyone know, which I just did. Mandy and Tyra are playing too many games right now, and I'm not here for it. I told Tyra from the beginning of all of this that I thought Mandy was full of it because Mandy and I have a past, and it's not good. And that's another thing. Like, Tyra kept making videos saying, oh, Alex and Mandy knew each other. I knew everything was going to be fine. Tyra knew of our past. We don't know each other. We know of each other, and we don't have a good history, which is why, I mean, maybe Tyra felt like I would be an unbiased person, and she knew if Mandy just really needed help, I would help her. But also, if she was being honest or dishonest, that I'm not going to put up with that. Like, maybe that's what she meant. But because she didn't clarify and she kept putting these videos out to go against other people, I had to keep making videos and explain myself. And I don't think that's really fair. Mandy tried to lie about one subscription box to scam them over while sticking up for another sub box who was actually scamming hundreds of people out of thousands of dollars. That was Yes Oh Yes. I'm sure you guys remember all of that. I did videos on it. Now they disappear. They own a nightclub. Not to mention the crap she pulled with another YouTuber and lied about when she had her fire, which is why I say, and I'm not lying about that I truly went there to bust her. Tyra made it out like all I needed to find out was if she wasn't in fact living in a shed, and kept going on about this Google map thing and blue house and other crap. When I went there, I told her I would find out. If she was lying, I would make a video and show it because people had a right to know. And if she wasn't, I would help her if she wanted it and truly took it and did what she was supposed to do. Biggest mistake ever. I feel like no good deed ever goes unpunished, you guys. Like, seriously. But at the end of the day, my word is my word. And you guys know how I am about loyalty. And I basically just told her, you know, I spent 10 years in the Army. Loyalty is a big thing to me. I told both Tyra and Mandy, and they both have said in their own video many times, I don't play games. They've said that. Alex is not the one to play with. Don't play with Alex. So why Mandy would lie to me and think that I'm not going to say something, or Tyra think that I'm not going to be honest about Mandy not being honest with me, I don't know. So expecting anything less of me is not right of them to do. The fact is, Mandy has told me many things in confidence that have happened. I already told you guys this. Her lying to me about the license thing and owing those fees. I already told you guys about that. The reduction. She knew everyone knew about that van, was expecting her to get it. I couldn't lie or cover up why she couldn't get it. And Tyra agreed with all of that, all up until your video and then mine. And now she does not agree and wants to play the helpless victim too. And like she's the only one willing to truly help Mandy. She will learn, hopefully, or maybe she won't. I don't know. I don't really know what Tyra is doing. I can't speak for Tyra. I'm not going to speak for Tyra. Like I said, I can't speak for Tyra. I'm not Tyra. I'm just telling you what I see. It doesn't matter to me. I held my end of the deal. Mandy doesn't want the help or to help herself, and that's fine. That's on her. If Tyra wants to spin crap and lie, I'm just going to bust her out too. I'm going to put it out there. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to lie for somebody. I'm not going to be a shield for them. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, this didn't happen and just crawl under a rock and hide. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not trying to be, a bee or anything, but I'm not going to take bullets for people that are definitely not taking it for me in any way, shape, or form. When everything's said and done, I will give back the donations and walk away with my integrity and sleep just fine, because I literally did everything I could for her except hand her cash, and that's what it felt like she wanted, and to lie for her. I'm not going to do those things. Either way, if there's anything else, you know how to get into contact with me. And then I said I appreciate it for email staying between us. Obviously, we know what happened with that. And then I also said, P.S. The doxing comment was a joke, hence the laugh when I said it. Nothing more, not a jab or me trying to be mean or say I think you would do that. Obviously, if I thought for a second you would, I wouldn't have given you my number. So my apologies if it came off that way or was taken any other way than a joke and me trying to make light of a crappy situation. I do that when I'm nervous. Now, as far as the donations go, as I told you guys, I am a woman of my word, and I will be contacting each and every individual that donated to my PayPal account for Mandy and had that written in the tab, and I will be asking them what they would like me to do, whether or not they would want me to return the money to them and their PayPal account, or if they want me to just transfer it to Mandy. Now, with that being said, the account currently is at $1,581.50 because there was a $35.18 that was spent at the Family Dollar here in Lucasville, and I'll show you guys a copy of that receipt. And this was this past Thursday when I went and saw Mandy. So if everyone does tell me that they do all want their money back, I am obviously going to have to come out of pocket for this amount, which that's fine. I do not have a problem with doing, but you guys are just going to have to give me till the 21st. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the largest donation, because there were donations made up to $900 all the way down to $10. And I'm basically just going to go through each one and ask them again what they want me to do, if they want me to transfer it back to them or transfer it to Mandy's account. I also need to get a hold of PayPal and figure out exactly how to go about transferring money, because I think I have a business account, so I don't know if it charges anybody. I don't want anybody to be charged. So I just want to make sure, I guess somebody told me that I can do it via friends and family and transfer it that way, and I shouldn't be charged, or nobody else should be charged, because I don't want anybody to lose their money in this situation. And as I said, I will take full accountability for that. So again, I will be contacting each individual person, and if you guys want to contact me before I get a hold of you, that's fine too, but I'm going to start that process this week. And after that is said and done with, that's all I can do with this situation, you guys. I kind of have to wash my hands with it at this point in time. As I said, Tyra did message me and tell me that Mandy called her and told her that she didn't want my help anymore. That's fine. I did reach out to Mandy and ask her, like, hey, can you confirm this and let me know? Because again, I didn't want somebody to be like, oh, well, I never told Tyra that. But at this juncture in time, it doesn't matter, because I am done with this situation. I don't need this drama. My family doesn't need this drama and stress. The people that have been working for me and helping me with all of this, I feel probably the worst for all of them and everybody else that I have drugged into this trying to help Mandy and get her help. And I don't feel like it's really fair to them. And again, I'm not blaming anybody for this. I took this on. It was my decision. It was my choice. And I have nobody to blame for myself. And I guess it's kind of a lesson learned kind of ordeal. You know what I mean? That's, I know a lot of people would absolutely jump at a chance like this. I've seen a ton of comments of people that are going through not quite as bad of situations, but really bad situations. And I feel for them, and I feel for anybody in this type of situation. And I do have a big heart, and that is why I agreed to help Mandy with all of this. It's why it kind of seems like this is what gets me into trouble, you guys, because I do have a big heart, because I try to help this YouTuber or that YouTuber or this person or that person, because I do feel bad, and I am extremely empathetic towards, people's, problems and things. And I've just been in a lot of bad situations myself, and nobody ever helped me with those situations. And I wish that I had somebody to just take 10 seconds and say, you know, hey, can I help you with this? Do you need help? Do you need somebody to make a phone call for you? Whatever. But I didn't have that. And that's essentially all I was trying to do here. Obviously I didn't realize what I had gotten myself into, and this entire thing is a really hot mess. And again, I am truly sorry to anyone and everyone that was involved. And, you know, as far as the animals go and Mandy and everybody, I wish them nothing but the best. I wish there was more that I could do with this entire situation. And, you know, I mean, I'm all ears. Like, I'm up for ideas and stuff. As far as Radiant Britt and Tara goes, if they want to be mad at me, or if they want to go back and forth at it with each other about whatever, that's fine. I don't care. I kind of feel like, you know, and I could be completely wrong here, but I kind of feel like this has turned to a back and forth thing between them and doesn't so much have anything to do with Mandy anymore. Again, I could be wrong, you know, I could be absolutely 100% wrong. It's just my perception and my view of all of this. And I, again, wish nothing but the best for everybody. I don't have any hard feelings towards Tara. I don't have any hard feelings towards Radiant Britt or anyone else. I just don't, you know, it is what it is, you guys. So I just, I need to go eat something. Like, I haven't eaten at all this morning, so I'm going to go make a cup of coffee. I'm going to go eat something, because I need it, and I'm, like, starting to shake a little bit. So I hope you guys have a happy Easter, and I'm, again, sorry. I'm sorry about everything. Like, I don't know what else to do. I really don't, and I'm, I guess, a little defeated and very, very tired, and just been put through the ringer with all of this. And so I think everybody else that has been involved on this side of things, you know, and even on their side, I think everybody's been put through the ringer on this, and it's not fair for it to continue for anyone. And I think Mandy just, you know, I wish her the best. I hope that she gets it together, but I think that at this point, that again, it's mental. She has definite issues she needs counseling for. You know, I'm not a professional in that area, so I can't help her with that. The only thing I could do was give her the resources, which I did. It's up to her to take them and use them and do something with it. I really wish her and the boys nothing but the best. I hope they get themselves out of this situation. I really, really do, you guys. So that's all I have. I'm sorry, you guys. I really am. I don't know. It's a hard pill to swallow, but, you know, like I said, I'll be the first to say it. If we can't help her, we can't help her. And we did everything we could. We can't help her. So anyways.